You was angry.
Very angry.
You was angry.
What a bunch of criminals.
There we go. Here, take the hat off.
What a bunch of absolute criminals. I said before the game, yeah?
I saw that video.
I said before the game,
Sort of skip.
no mitigating circumstances. I don't care if there's luck involved. I don't care that there's, you know, Casemiro has to play centre-back. I don't care what it is. Man United will win this game, which ironically we've managed to do. But the players, I'm going to get to the manager in a minute. This has to be proportioned, yeah? The players are absolute disgrace with what they did. For 70-odd minutes, they were professional and they did the job they were meant to do. The problem is, they thought they had the game won. And with the games that we've got coming up and all the different injuries that we have, right, and this is where I do feel for the manager in this specific instance. I'm going to talk about the manager overall, of why he's a disgrace as well. But this bit here, right, if I can't take off Kobbie Mainoo, right, because we've got games coming up, we have to go again on Wednesday, we're 3-0 up against 8th in the championship with 15 minutes to go. If I can't take him off and bring on an experienced player, not one of the youths who has never played before, not one of the kids who could be had like 4 guys on there who never played the game at this level. He didn't bring on them, man. He brought on Christian Eriksen.
To keep the ball.
To keep the ball, yeah, because we should just be keeping the balls 3-0 up, right? And then Marcus Rashford. Mark is his name. Mark
Rashford. He's limping though.
What he was doing,
Played like Mark.
what he was doing was ridiculous.
That was a good one, Rob.
Disinterested, poor performance, moaning. As soon as the going got tough, injured, this, that, and the other. That's the first time I've seen the match-going fans turn. That was the first time. It was
Top Reds,
bro. Worse. Whatever. Get out. This, that, and the
was
other.
this to you or to Taylor?
To him, to the players, and then for the mentality of these players to just give it up like that, yeah, that is absolutely shocking. Anthony, when he came on, absolutely disgraceful, awful, and he had the cheek. I only saw that this morning. I thought it was photoshopped. I swear to God, he had the I only saw that this morning. To do that is absolutely criminal.
It was Otamendi
and then overall, with the players, with them now with the manager, the problem is that wasn't an uncharacteristic thing. Yeah, if Man United are usually
peppered every week, that's
this is what I'm saying. This isn't an uncharacteristic thing. If Man United, if it was the magic of the cup where it's like, oh, that never happens to Man United. Wow, I can't believe that happened. You go, it's just a one-off. Every single week that happens. We've been capitulating against Chelsea. We nearly capitulated against Liverpool. We capitulated against Brentford. We capitulated against Bournemouth. Like it goes on. It goes on. In the Champions League, capitulated in big games in there. It's been a thing all season. And when there's no special moments, when the going gets tough, the players can't revert back to what they've learned in their patterns of play, what they've learned in their style of play. They can't keep calm because those bits are null and void. So all of them are culpable, absolutely all of them. And I was embarrassed as a Man United fan yesterday. I swear to you, Man United tried in every single key moment of the game to throw the game. And they still couldn't do it. Like, you're 3-0 up against 8th in the championship. And you have no game. One player who's just turned 19 goes off, and the whole thing just collapsed like a stack of shit. Absolutely embarrassing. And I was with Coventry fans at the end, yeah? I said, I need to make a conscious effort to try and go into their fans and try and shake as many of their hands as I can. I feel when you come out and it's mixed at Wembley, I felt embarrassed, bro. I felt embarrassed. When the goal went in at 4-3, people around me were laughing. In our block, we were just laughing. We weren't. No one was like ripping the seat. You know, normally you'd think people would be kicking the seats, doing a madness. People were going embarrassing. When Onana was time wasting at 3-0 or whatever, someone said to me, "Look at us wasting time against Coventry. That's what we've come to." And then when the goals are just flying in, I swear to you, people weren't even angry. They were just like, this is what we are. And when we scored,
realisation, isn't it?
yeah, and then in extra time, when Ellis Sims licked off the crossbar, the other guy shot wide.
Bare chances.
Yeah,
Second
they had
half,
chances, and they don't between. And this is where, away from the manager, you've got senior players who have played at the highest level who can't keep the ball for 4 passes. Shocking, the lot of them, shocking.
Manager,
and this
manager,
is
what's happening
and the
with him
manager,
now?
you don't. If I'm so, Jim Ratcliffe is 70 years old. He was at the marathon.
He ran the marathon.
He ran the marathon.
Decent time as well.
Done it, yeah, decent time.
4 hours.
Come to watch that shit.
Should have played.
If I'm him,
Should have put him on instead of Firmino.
literally.
He had a bit of
100%.
energy in the midfield.
If I'm him, I'm looking at that saying, we're done here. We're done here. Like, even if you win the FA Cup, it's you have to change that. You have to change it all. And the argument that's going on in the fan base is, oh, you're deluded. You're just blaming another manager. We've done this before. It's the players. You know, the players this, the players that. Yes, the players are awful and they need to go too. Unfortunately, for the manager, in this thing that we call football, the buck stops and starts at you. It's just how it goes. It's the unwritten rule. They can get rid of one man before they can get rid of 26 in one go. It's going to start with the manager. And Ineos...
Did he not want Anthony, the brother that was cupping his ears to Coventry
Exactly, his players.
Is that not his player?
His player. So, look,
point.
it was absolutely
Shame
embarrassing. It was awful.
Give Rashford a new deal.
And I'll tell you this now.
Deal.
Exactly, that was on his watch. I'll tell you this now. I'm going to be deadly honest with you, all of you, yeah?
Please, I'm listening.
You know, like, you're supposed to put the team first before everything. I swear to you, self-preservation kicked in. When it got to 3-2, yeah, in my head, because I knew what was coming. Oh, I knew what was it. Oh, I still knew. I knew.
I was hoping.
I
but I didn't know.
knew. I swear to you, this is me in my head. I'm going, right, these are the accounts I've got. So I've got Twitter, I've got TikTok thing. I need to remember the passwords because they're getting deactivated. So I'm going to start on the thing. I was going to remove, I would have had to remove my whole set.
To admit
Meanwhile, they're still playing.
To
And this
admit
is shameless. And I don't
is
care.
3-2 up.
This is what I'm saying because I knew at 3-3 with the penalty, I was already in my phone just going, right, let's work this out. If he stays and turns around, it'd be one of the greatest turnarounds ever. Worse than the Arteta one when he finished 8th and they all wanted him gone. Like, it'd be worse than that because with how Man United are moving, it's sickening. Like, it's the worst team we've ever had. Now, if you're looking at, because you're asking a valid question, because you do, you know, when it's after the game, everyone's angry and it's just unthinkable. If Man United did win the FA Cup, he would have a Carabao Cup and an FA Cup in his first 2 seasons and 3 finals, which, if you just write that at the start of his reign, you go, that's obviously good.
But it's context.
But it's context.
What's the
The
third
league,
final?
the league is... because we went FA Cup final last year and lost, didn't it?
Carabao, yeah.
Yeah. So if you look at it in context, the league is the true reflection of where you're at. Man United's run to this FA Cup has been Newport, Wigan, Forest, and okay, fair enough, we did beat you, and then Coventry in the semi-final. Then you set up like a one-off game against City. So you can't just go, if we do jing-bang our way to a win against City on pens or whatever, that means that all is rosy. It is going to take time to rip out these players. But, like we said, you can start at the manager, and it's not their guy. They didn't bring Eric Ten Hag in. So if he finishes trophyless and 8th or 9th or whatever the hell it's going to be, why would they? If I'm Sir Jim injecting in 1.2 whatever billion and the decision's mine and the guys I'm bringing in, why would I? Why?